What else do we know at this hour?
Yeah, that cause of death coming from the medical examiner's office here in Washington, D.C., and then released to the public by Senator Graham's office, which is essentially that he had a rip or a leak in his aorta, which was underlined also by cardiovascular disease. So that's what we know so far. But without a doubt, a major loss for the institution of the United States Senate and a shock. Nobody expected today that the flags here at the White House would be flying at half-staff for Senator Lindsey Graham, 71 years old, as he passes. He was a huge presence. He was a force on Capitol Hill. And whether you loved or hated him, whether you were a political rival who disagreed on policy, or whether you loved his policy preferences, what is without a doubt is his impact in the Senate. He was really at the heart of virtually every major policy battle that we saw over the last 10 or 15 years when it came to foreign policy and wars, whether it's the situation in Iran, whether it's the situation with Russia. He is a hawkish Republican senator. Many Republicans did not agree with him on his full extent and support of Israel, his support for Ukraine at a time when that wasn't exactly the popular position within the Republican Party. But it came as such a shock because of some of the images you're watching on your screen right now. This is not from weeks or months ago. This is literally on Friday. He is sitting across the table in Ukraine from President Volodymyr Zelensky. He is touting a bill that he worked on with Democrats to put extensive sanctions on Russia, a bill that he talked about on Friday, saying he felt like it could bring an end to this war closer and in favor of Ukraine. He was also a major presence, Nick, when it comes to what our Supreme Court and our federal judiciary now look like because of his perch on the Senate Judiciary Committee. So again, virtually every single consequential thing that the Senate has done in a bipartisan way or otherwise, you could usually find Senator Graham at the heart of it. And that is why today, after his years in the Senate, we are seeing Republicans and Democrats alike releasing statements, many of which remember him as a friend. Whether you disliked him or his policies, people respected Lindsey Graham. And a lot of Democrats who you maybe wouldn't expect to be putting out such statements today are doing so, talking about the human being that he was, that they have good, fond memories of working with him in a personal way. And again, just a lot of shock and surprise that we are here in this place now talking about Lindsey Graham in memoriam.